Hello, welcome back. Cooking Wild with Ray. Today we're going to be doing something that I'm going to follow a recipe on. My mom used to make this for us when we were kids, and it's something I always remember eating every summer. Fresh raspberries, fresh blueberries, blackberries, whichever kind of fruit you want. I'll be following my mom's recipe. Thanks, Mom. This is the best. Hopefully you can follow through. I'll snap a picture of this at the end so you can get the ingredients and the list. Hopefully you can get through this and try it yourself. It's something that everybody should have a chance to eat. Okay, here I've got my clear baking dish. I'm just going to take a cheap plastic throwaway bag, a little bit of real butter on it to line it. Make sure it spreads everywhere, because this is going to be something you want to be able to pull out of the pan very easy with a flipper after. So just make sure you get a good even layer of butter everywhere. And like I've said before, use butter, the real stuff. Don't skimp out, don't be cheap. The real stuff is better for you than that stuff that they made to fatten up. To this we're going to add raspberries, which I picked yesterday, fresh. They've been cleaned, washed out. I'm going to give it 2 good cups. I'm going to spread them out evenly across the bottom. Have a good layer. I'll cheat. I'll add a little bit extra. I know baking, I do have a tendency to measure things, which is not me, I know. But here, like I say, a good layer of this in the bottom. And now we're going to get to making our cake portion of this pudding. So when we come back, we'll be mixing our ingredients. Alright, so here we're going to start off with our 1/4 cup of butter. Again, the real stuff. Get this into your mixing bowl. Add 2/3 of a cup of sugar. And here again, blend this together, whip it. This will take a little bit of time to incorporate everything. So it'll be a little bit of a pause in the video, and we'll get back to adding the rest of the ingredients. Alright, here you get an idea. The butter and the sugar is all mixed in together evenly. At this point, we're going to add 1 egg, a large egg. Just get it in there. Blend this in completely. You're going to want to get lots of air into this at this point. So you're going to need a fork, or if you want to go with a electric mixer, so be it. I prefer adding just the right touch with a fork to blend it in. And there again, I'll get this all blended in together so it's nice and creamy. And we're going to add a full teaspoon of vanilla extract. See how this fluffs up and gets nice and creamy real quick with that egg? So I'll add the vanilla extract and we'll get back. Alright, I've added the vanilla extract and I've whipped it to get a good texture, nice and soft, even. The sugar, the butter, the egg, everything is evenly mixed in. We're going to be adding a 1.5 cups of sifted pastry flour to this now. There again, just you can't go too fast with your pastry flour. Just fold it in until it gets everything incorporated. Take your time with it. Just fold it in, roll it. You've already got enough air into it. The more you beat this at this point, if you beat it fast, it will become tough. So just take your time with it, roll it. Okay, I've added the rest of my dry ingredients here. I've got my 1.5 cups of pastry flour, my 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Then I'm going to add in 3/4 of a cup of milk before I mix anything more. And here again, just get an even texture. This is going to be quite liquid at first, but it'll come out like a heavy cream, almost like a pudding when you mix it up together. Getting it ready for the next stage. Alright, you see here I've had to switch over to the trusty, and then at this point everything that you've mixed in together for your dry ingredients to become your pastry portion will get spread on top of your fruit mixture. So when we get back, you'll see what it looks like getting ready to go into the oven. This is all going to get spread out evenly on here. It doesn't look pretty going together, but it's better than pretty. It's good and tastes great. Alright, as you can see, I've got everything spread out nice and even. That little bit of batter doesn't go very far to add a layer, but you're not looking for a big thickness. You're looking for a good portion with lots of berry in every bite. So this is going to get ready. I've got the oven warmed up to 375, and it's going to go in here for 25 to 30 minutes. So when we get back, you're going to have a look at what the product looks like. Alright, it's been a half an hour at 375. We're going to pull out our cottage pudding here from our oven, and you'll see that it's got a rise to it with a lovely golden color. We're going to let this cool down just a little bit for a few minutes, and then we're going to plate. So hopefully you get a good look at this. I'll let this for about 5 or 10 minutes to cool off a bit, and I'll serve, and I'll let you have a glimpse of what it looks like. Alright, now comes the fun part. It's had a chance to cool down just a little bit. It's still warm. Nothing fancy here. Just scoop it out. Get it into a bowl. You can still see it's piping hot. At this point, your choice. You want regular milk, condensed milk. When we were kids, we got spoiled. We had carnation milk in can on this. And there you go. Raspberry Cottage pudding. Enjoy.